Hey everybody, it's Samantha from Samantha's Designs. I hope you're doing well today. I am back with part 3 of our 3-part series using a die that I have in my stash. I've had this one for quite some time. I think I found it on eBay. I've never seen it again. I would link it if I could, but I don't think it's out there. But just trying to give you some inspiration to look at your dies, use them differently, so you are fresh and you're getting inspired and you're doing different cards all the time. So this is part number 3. If you haven't seen the other 2, just check out the videos prior to this one and you'll see what I did the first 2 times. This technique today that I'm doing to turn this die cut into something really cool and special is probably the messiest. It's something that I don't typically do because it involves glitter, and glitter makes me anxious and nervous because it gets everywhere, but I'm going to do it because I've seen cards doing this before and they're just so pretty and I wanted to try it. So today I'm taking the plunge and I'm doing it. So if you're wondering where I got the glitter, this is some fine glitter that I got from Dollar Tree, actually. It's Crafter's Companion, and this is the rest of the pack if you're interested. Also, I'm gonna, whatever's done, I'm gonna put in these little containers. Those are also Crafter's Companion, and I think this may be in one of the hauls I've done. I don't remember if I showed this in a haul or not, but yeah. So, Dollar Tree is really coming out with some really cool craft items. So, you can check that out when you have a moment. Because they do have some really cool stuff that you can use in your card making that saves you a little bit of money. So, I decided to use the darkest and the lightest in the spectrum of glitters for this card. Like the other cards, I'm going to do the darker on the bottom, and then I'm going to do the lighter at the top, or at least I'm going to attempt. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. This could not work out well, who knows. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I took a piece of scrap white cardstock. It's already got tape on the back for whenever we finish this, we can stick it on the card, but let me get this out of the way. But this has double-sided adhesive on it. I use this huge roll from, it's called Couture Creations. I got this from Simon Says Stamp. I've had this for a while now. There's plenty of their stick and a lot of good stuff on that roll. So, but use whatever you use. What I'm going to do is I put it on this sheet of cardstock, and I am going to peel off. It's already stuck down to the cardstock. So this is the other side of it. This is sticky, and it's really sticky. And I'm going to keep this release paper because I've seen other people use the release paper to help kind of burnish on the glitter. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. I'm going to put this in the corner, I think, just to kind of, so just make it easier later. Or at least in my mind, it'll be easier later. Okay, so everything is now stuck down. Like I said, I'm going to use this. That way my hands aren't getting sticky everywhere. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to trim this down. So okay, I'm bringing in just a piece of scrap typing paper. And then I'm just going to use some low-tack post tape. I think I got this from, if you're wondering where I got this tape that's in the roll, this is from AliExpress. So I'm just going to tape off. Well, I say I'm taking it off, but it's moving around, isn't it? Let's try this again. I'm going to tape off because I want to do the bottom first. I'm not trying to stick it down too hard because I don't want to get stuck to that paper. And then I'm going to carefully open a corner of this glitter. Okay. All right. Say a prayer. I probably have glitter for days in here, but that's okay. And I'm just pouring it. Probably don't need to. Okay. Now the rest of this, like I said, I'm going to put in this container just because I foresee it. Oh shoot, I probably got some on the top. That's okay. Being easier to deal with later. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side. Oh, I didn't think through this, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take this and just kind of start rubbing it and trying to burnish it. What I've seen people do on other YouTube videos is really get in there with their fingers or whatever. I'm using this release paper. I probably should have used some anti-static tool on that release paper. Oh my goodness. That is the finest glitter I've ever touched in my life. Oh my gosh. But I'm just going to get in here and really smooth it in. Okay, now this is where it gets messy, people. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Ooh. You know, a Swiffer would have been a good thing to bring in here with me too. Okay, I'm going to peel this up. Careful. Oh, man. It's stuck. That is not cool, man. Okay. So I got a little stickage, which I didn't mean to do. Okay. Oh, my goodness. All right. Now, I'm going to try to do the top part, but let me get, yeah. This is why I don't do glitter, people. It is so messy, and it goes everywhere. And I mean, everywhere. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this back. Maybe this part will be a little easier since that already has glitter on it. I don't know, people. I just don't know. Alright. Open another container so I'll have it. Open my other glitter. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay. Feels like I'm trying to push in sand. That's literally what it sounds like and looks like and feels like. Now this one, because I still got the brown color, I'm going to try to tap off as much excess as I can in my little container. Because if not, it's just going to be a mess. Okay, guys, I will be back. I'm going to try to get this all cleaned up and we'll finish our card. Hold on one little bit. Okay. We're back. Sorry, I cut you guys off. I'm hoping I can splice this correctly. Anyway, that's for another day. Okay, so here is the end up product. I got everything kind of cleaned up. Cut it down to size. It's beautiful. I'm going to be quite honest though. This glitter still comes off on my hands. So just be aware. If you have a friend who is not glitter friendly, who doesn't want stuff coming out of it when they open an envelope, do not send them this card. I think there are some glitters that probably do a lot better job. But this is what I had on hand, so this is what I'm using. Okay, so I'm using some foam squares. This too came from the Dollar Tree. This is the Jot brand, I believe it is. I was gonna just stick this down as it was, but it's so messy that I'm not going to. I'm gonna just use these instead. And I'm not even strategically putting them on correctly, which is really sad. Okay, there we go. That's better. Sorry, I'm out of frame, guys. Okay. So, I know you're going, all right, Samantha, would you ever do this again? For the dramatic result, this is really worth it. But you've got to be okay with getting things messy. And I don't know that I'm that person. Just don't, not, at least not on a regular basis. I would do this like now. I mean, this is the first time I've done any glitter. I don't think, besides like glitter glue for Christmas projects, I don't think this is the first glitter project I've done in a long time. Okay, so this is going to go right in the middle of this panel. If you're wondering about the cardstock, this is a pre-made card, and I think this was I think I got this from a pack from Michael's. It was, you know, pre-done cards, which are not, you know, they're not thick. They're definitely not 110 pound, but they work really well. And I really like the ombre, and it came with different colored rainbow ombre, so greens, yellows, pink, purple, blue, green, and this orange, and I thought that would look really, really pretty with this. I do have a sentiment strip that I made on my Cricut. No. With my printer, excuse me. It's on Cricut computer paper, and it says leave a little sparkle wherever you go, which I think is appropriate because this is definitely leaving some sparkle wherever it goes. I'm telling you. So we're gonna add this on this, like I said, it's on Cricut sticker paper. So you can just pop this right down. I'm gonna cut it. And I think it needs a little, like I hate to say it needs a little more sparkle, but I think it needs a gem or something on it. So I'm going to get these. These were a gift from a friend of mine. She knows I make cards. Get 3 because you're always doing 3s, right? And she bought me this, and I thought it was so cool because it's got a little, you know, all kinds of colors. I think I've already used that one color, which I think was pink. I've used the last 3 of those today because I just love it. So good. Come on, glue. So I put 2 down there, and ooh, that's a bubble. 1 there. Let me get my pickup stick. This is a pick-me-up. This is a Silhouette, I think, makes this. But I really enjoy it. It works really well. Now that I've learned to use the other end to actually get the gems kind of off. I don't know how much of that I was off and you didn't see. I hope not much. There we go. Go. Stay. Stay. There we go. And there's our card. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you come back and check out my channel. I will keep putting on content as much as possible in the middle of all the other things I'm doing, like school and work and whatever. But this was actually a lot of fun. Like I said, send it on only to people who are okay with glitter. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye.